Instead of paying almost $4 for gas, how would you like to run your car on salt water? Now, it may sound crazy, but wait until you see what a local inventor has come up with that could change the world. And as Channel 3's Michael Mara shows us, that's not all he's trying to do.
We need to get it to around 100.
Retired TV station owner and broadcast engineer John Kansas was not looking for an answer to the energy crisis. He was looking for a way to cure cancer. 4 years ago, inspiration struck in the middle of the night. Why not use radio waves to kill the cancer cells?
And the best thing that would work as antennas was that I could find at 3 o'clock in the morning was my wife's pie pants.
His wife Marianne heard the noise and found her husband inventing a radio frequency generator using her pie pans.
I got up immediately and thought he'd lost it.
Here are the basics of John's idea. Radio waves will heat certain metals like gold. Tiny bits of that metal are injected into a cancer patient. Those nanoparticles are attracted to the abnormalities of the cancer cell and ignore the healthy cells. The patient is then exposed to radio waves and only the bad cells heat up and die. Killing cancer cells is amazing, but John had also stumbled on yet another amazing breakthrough.
You have enough in there?
His machine could actually burn salt water. John Kansas discovered that his radio frequency generator could release the oxygen and hydrogen from salt water and create an incredibly intense flame.
Just like that. If that was inside a car cylinder, you could see the amount of fire that would be in the cylinder. I can put my hand in here.
Put your hand into the beam, nothing happens. Put in a fluorescent bulb and it lights up immediately. At the APV Company laboratory in Akron, top engineers have checked out John's amazing invention and they were amazed.
And we saw it go up to 1,500 degrees centigrade, the temperature, and it's incredible.
This simple Stirling engine is running with the heat generated by the flames coming off that test tube. The fuel, nothing more than salt water.
Oh, that could be a steam engine, a steam turbine. Could be a car engine if you wanted it to be.
That's the true American innovator, someone that is not looking for something, he just finds it.
This is the most abundant element in the world, water, and salt water is everywhere. And to see it burn actually gives me chills.
So imagine the possibilities. Salt water as the ultimate clean fuel, a happy byproduct of one man searching for a cure for cancer. In Erie, Pennsylvania, Michael Mara, Channel 3 News.
That is amazing. We want it now. Inventor John Kansas says that if some big company wants to buy up his saltwater fuel invention, that's okay. He wants to use all the money to finish his quest to find a cure for cancer.
What a gas. At the beginning of last week, a prediction was made that gas prices would be up over 40% within a month's time. Sadly, this prediction seems to be on, if not ahead of schedule, as at the end of last week, gas prices were up 17 cents at the pump in the United States, with crude oil being at $102 a barrel in Asian markets. On February 25th, 2011, President Obama signed a 3-month extension to the infamous Patriot Act, which will extend the ability of all law enforcement officials to engage in such things as illegal wiretaps, secret investigations, and even entry into your home without a warrant. How much justice can you afford? This from Portland, Oregon. Many residents of Multnomah County, Oregon, are reportedly suing Multnomah County over parking tickets that they did not deserve due to the fact that their parking permits fell off of the inside of their windows. The city requires that drivers pay for tickets up front and they receive their money back if and only if a judge reverses the tickets. The court has reported that a backlog in the court is keeping the cases from being heard. The original idea of such taxes and their revenue revolved around the concept that citizens only pay the taxes that they agree to pay, if the so-called services are needed, and if the citizenry agrees that they are needed, if those services are being fulfilled. Such cases are civil. However, most municipalities have long ago adopted policies that have created criminal repercussions for those that do not, or take too long, to pay their fines. Despite the fact that at least 26 states are battling against the implementation of so-called Obamacare, 1 in 5 Americans believes that Obamacare has been repealed, though this is obviously not true. This was reported by the Huffington Post. Another Islamic student has been arrested and accused of plotting to blow up the home of George W. Bush, as well as U.S. infrastructure. It is important to consider that every alleged shooter and or bomber since September 11th, 2001 was either recently released from military psychiatric care or was exposed to be patsy in psychological operations in multiple mainstream U.S. publications, or both. This includes the so-called underwear bomber, whom TSA workers reported was ordered onto the plane without any identification by a, quote, unnamed U.S. agency, end quote. And the Portland, Oregon Christmas bomber, whom was exposed by Seattle publications as well as others to have been supplied and encouraged by the FBI, who then heroically reported that they daringly prevented a bombing on Christmas Eve. That completes this episode of Common Sense News. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your support. If you would like to give us some feedback of any type, speak your mind at commonsensenews@hotmail.com. You can catch this episode and all other episodes in a convenient playlist at youtube.com/csnews101. Thanks for joining us. I'm Davis. Now on to the lighter note.
I'm just feeling the breeze and she's letting me swing, baby, begin down on me.
I know how to sing that.
Yeah, rock it.